Okay, so bell ringer. So this is all. So this is kind of like a review of the algebraic expression. So I kind of summarize the main point that we are supposed to go over, and then you're supposed to finish all the stuff on Khan Academy. We're gonna have a quiz next class, and we are going to have a mock test next class. I'll give you something like the test on the paper, and Thursday we're gonna have a test. First section is average rate of change. So I give you the formula. Can somebody recall what is the formula of average rate of change? Isaac?
Yeah.
Can you?
What?
Give it a formula of the average rate of change.
So anybody can give me the average rate of change.
It's 1/2, but I'm not sure if it's positive or negative.
No, average rate of change. Question number 1. Function of x2 minus function of x1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, we went over that extensively on Monday.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
So what does that fx1 and fx2 means? What is my fx?
You have to figure it out. You plug in the 1 and 4 to the equation.
Yes. So our fx is 2x minus 1, right? So that means fx2 is what is my x1 and x2? What's my x1?
2.
X1 is what? 1. Very good. Thank you, Chris. What's x2?
4.
Very good. All right. So fx2 just means you have the function, right, which is 2x minus 1, and replace the x with the number of x2. So it's 2. Okay, I'm going to put big parentheses. So 2x is 2 times 4 and minus 1. Everybody get that? So fx is the function, but replace the x with the number you're supposed to put in. So subtract, okay? Then fx1. fx1 is 2x minus 1 again. But this time, x is what? 4 or 1?
1.
Very good. So 2x, replace x with 1, minus 1. Big parentheses. Over x2 minus x1, which is 4 minus 1. Everybody get that?
I'm writing it down.
So after that, all you have to do is just do the calculation. Do the big parentheses, whatever in the big parentheses first, right? So 2 times 4 minus 1 is 7. 7. Minus 2 times 1 minus 1.
How is it minus? That's 6, and then it says minus 1.
Minus 1.
Yeah, it's got 6. I mean 5.
Over 3. 6 over 3 is dos. All right, question number 2. Question number 2. First of all, we talked about standard form, leading coefficient, degree, and constant, those terms. So our question here is 3x minus 5x cubed plus 4. Is this expression standard form? Is this expression in the standard form?
Yeah. No.
What is standard form? Standard form is when you write expression in the descending order of the degree. So let's take a look. 3x, what is the power of the x? 1. Negative 5x cubed, what is the power of the x? 3. 4, does it have a power? No. So, is this in the descending of the degree? No, so it's not in standard form. If you rewrite that in the standard form, you have to write the highest power first, which is negative 5x cubed. So negative 5x cubed plus 3x plus 4. That is standard form. Okay? This is standard form. So what is the degree of this expression? 3. Degree means the highest degree of the expression. Okay? So we have degree to the power 1 and degree to the power, well, we have x to the power 3. So the highest degree is 3.
How come? Oh, yeah, not true.
What is coefficient? Coefficient is the number in front of the x. Okay? Coefficient is number in front of x. So what is the leading coefficient? Leading coefficient is the number in front of the x of the highest power. So what is my leading coefficient?
3. 4.
Negative 5, thank you.
How?
Leading coefficient is the number in front of the variable of the highest power. If you just look at the entire expression, what is my highest power? Negative 5 to the power, negative 5x to the power cube, right? So all you have to do is circle the entire expression of the highest power. The degree is the degree, and then the coefficient is your leading coefficient. You see that?
Yeah.
So leading coefficient is negative 5. The last one is constant. What is the constant of this expression? 4. The constant is always a number because when you have variable, for example, x in the expression, 2x, the x can be any number, right? So 2x, you don't know what exact number it is. However, can 4 change to a different number? No. So 4 is constantly the same number always. So any number just by itself is constant. So our constant here is 4.
So what's the
But you have to understand this.
All right, number 3. Number 3 is combined expression. So you will see x plus q, p plus q or p minus q. We talked about it already on Monday. So all you have to do is write down the expression for p and q and add or subtract them. So here is p plus q. You write p first. 3x plus 2x squared minus 4. Then you add the q, which is 5x squared plus 4x plus 8. Then, since plus, everything stays the same. So then you just underline the like terms. So 3x and positive 4x.
7x, huh?
Yes. And then 2x squared with 5x squared.
7x squared.
Negative 4 with positive 8. However, which one we write down first?
The 4 to the 8, right?
So we're going to write your answer down in the standard form. That means the highest power go first. The highest power here is the square. All right? So we're going to add the 2x squared with 5x squared, which is 7x squared. Then we do the x. Plus 3x and 4x, which is 7x. And negative 4 plus 8 is
8.
plus 4.
I say 8. I'm at 4.
Question number 4. So number 4 is polynomial multiplied with polynomial. In short, we call them distribution, right? So we talked about it already when we go over factoring. So all you have to do, distribute. The first term go with the first of the second parentheses. So 4x times 3x squared is what? 12x to the power 3. Okay? Reason why 4x is to the power 1, x to the power 1. So x to the power 1 times x to the power 2 give you 3x's. Yes.
2 plus 4 is 6.
What 2 plus 4?
3.
So after you multiply the first term of each parentheses, you do it again with the first term, with the second. Okay? So 4x times negative 2x is what? Negative 8x squared. Then the first one with the last one, 4x times 1 is just plus 4x. All right, let's do the second term of the first parentheses and multiply the next 3. So 1 times 3x squared is what?
3x squared.
Plus 3x squared. So 1 times negative 2x is negative 2x, and 1 times 1 is 1. Then you have something similar to number 3. You combine the like term. Again, make sure you use different line to represent different term. So let's look at the highest power. The highest power is 12x cubed. Does it have anything else can combine? So it's just 12x cubed. Then we have negative 8x squared. Do we have another x squared?
Yeah.
Yes.
Positive 3x squared. Combine those two.
It's negative 5x squared.
Very good. Negative 5x squared. Then we have 4x. Do we have another x?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Negative 2x. Combine those two is
It's plus 2x.
plus 2x. And then we have
Plus 1.
plus 1. You see, if you do it step by step in order, it's very clear what to do.
What's this called?
Now we have some special perfect square product case. In my last video in the class, I already give you a list. If you have not looked at the video, please go ahead and look at video I posted in last class. So, long story short, we have 3 special case, right? We have a plus b squared equal a minus b squared equal, and the last one is what we did already, a plus b times a minus b. Okay, those are special perfect square case, and you can use the formula to solve instead of distribution. So a plus b squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A minus b squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And then a plus b times a minus b is a squared minus b squared. All right.
That's 6. That's 5. That gotta be 5. That's 5, right? Because it's only 2.
All right. So question number 5. Question number 5, when you see something square. Okay, what does that question remind you of one of the formula we just wrote down? Which formula we're going to use for question number 5?
A plus. That one right there.
The first one.
Yeah.
So we're going to use this one for question number 5. So what you have to do is identify A and B. So in question number 5, what's my A here?
4x.
Very good, 4x. 4x is my A. And what's my B?
Two.
2
Positive.
is my B. Actually, in this special formula, it's just the numbers A and B because the sign is already determined. Okay, if it's a minus, you'll be using the formula number 2. So since it's A plus B squared, right? So our answer is A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Can you plug in the number and give me the answer? So it'll be what squared?
4.
4x squared plus 2 times 4x times 2 plus 2 squared. Does that make sense? Basically, I
We write that down.
replace A with 4x and replace B with 2. Every time you replace a letter, you have to use parentheses. Okay?
Yes.
Because on the test, you also made a bunch of mistakes. If you don't put parentheses down, you will forget to square the 4. Because when you have the parentheses, square must multiply to 4 and also apply to x. So 4 squared is what?
16.
So parentheses 4x squared is 16x squared.
Yes.
Okay? Plus 2 times 4 times 2 is 16 again, x plus what? 4. That's it.
Is it okay if we do it a different way?
Yes, you could distribute. You could distribute, but it will take a long time. If you want to do the ACT, use a short amount of time, you use the formula. Okay? And also, this formula is what we're testing you on. Just memorize it. It's super simple. X squared plus 2AB plus B squared.
You're gonna test us on that?
Of course.
Like, remember?
Last question.
What about like math Excel?
Question number 6. Question number 6 looks like which formula? Which one? We did this in the last test.
You should do like a math Excel.
Are you at the third one?
The third one. So A plus B times A minus B. So we have 3x is what? A or B? And what is the B? Very good. B is the 1. So A minus B, A plus B times A minus B is A squared minus B squared. So can you plug in your number? So what squared minus what squared?
9x squared minus 9 squared.
So what's my final answer?
That's B. That's B. A squared minus 2. I thought you said if we were replacing it with numbers, we have to.
So what is my answer?
9x squared minus 1.
Very good. 9 squared minus 1.